I just saw the Jon Stewart segment about how Trump was laying the groundwork for a military coup. So my question would be, why would you even say that? Like, unless you have evidence that he was talking to generals, any type of military personnel. Because look, I'm a vet. And this is the problem. When people start talking out of their ass thinking they know what the military is like, when it's not. So if there is going to be a military coup, that means that he must know that there were some type of conversations with either generals or some of the upper ups, Like if you're on the base, right? Let's say we have, specialists, sergeants and all that. All their weapons are held inside the base. You can't have them in your barracks. You can't have them. Well, the barracks are in the base, but they're locked away. So if anybody was going to get access to their weapons, that means someone of the higher ups was in on it to give you keys, give you access to go get it. Even your personal weapons, they're locked up with the rest of them. So you can't have weapons in the barracks. You can't have none of that there. So what irritates me about this is that he talks as if he knows what he's talking about, which he doesn't. He's just saying that because he hates Trump. Look, January 6th, right? People said insurrection and everything. Okay, insurrections. Why wasn't anybody charged with insurrection? Only trespassing and what? Destruction of government property. They said that, what was that? Jeffries guy said that 5 people were killed on January 6th, right? Why weren't anybody charged with murders? Why hasn't anybody been charged with murder then? You can't tell me these people that went to jail killed 5 people, but yet all of them were what? They went to jail for what? Trespassing. Not murder, which I would assume that would be the case if they actually committed the murder that they said they did, right? Unless that, they got away? It's disappointing to hear this from Jon Stewart. He was actually pretty cool back then. But him talking out of his ass like this actually irritates me. He has no idea how the military works, how military personnel live their lives. None of that. Because him saying that shit, that means that there has to be some type of evidence that Donald Trump was talking to any type of military personnel to get this coup going. It's disappointing and it sucks, man, that he's jumping on this bandwagon. Why? Just because he doesn't like Donald Trump? It's like I said, I know if there's any vets out there and you believe what he just said, please help me understand this, because you would have to have the first sergeant in on it. You have to have a lot of people that are way higher ranked than any sergeant, private, or any of that. So if you guys could let me know how that would be possible, and if it is, right? Let's say if he does. That means that there's a bunch of treasonous people in the military right now that are in charge for him saying that. If he has evidence of any military personnel trying to do an insurrection, treason, or a coup, guess what? They would be in jail right now. But they're not. Why? Because we know he's bullshitting.